With GTA 5's release in 2013, it feels like eons since we've had a new GTA game from Rockstar. Fans have been eagerly waiting for the slightest hint of the next game in the franchise, but for almost a decade, Rockstar has remained silent. However, it seems like there's still a glimmer of hope, as Rockstar has at long last revealed some exciting news. Are we finally getting a game soon? Well, perhaps not just yet. Before we begin, it's important to know why fans have been so desperately anticipating a new entry to the franchise. GTA has always remained ahead of its time. Before GTA 5, we had many games, such as GTA 3, GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, and GTA 4. Each game continued to outdo the previous by miles, and GTA 5 was no exception. With nearly 160 million copies sold, it was the biggest game in the series. No pressure GTA 6, but that's a huge number to beat. However, the problem lies in the release dates. With a significant increase in the quality of games came an equally significant increase in the production time. GTA 3 came in late 2001, followed by GTA Vice City exactly a year afterward. The time doubled as GTA San Andreas came 2 years later, and GTA 4 took 4 more years. Eventually, their latest came 5 years later, leaving 9 years with no new issue. You can clearly see why fans have been getting restless with such a schedule. Next, competitor schedule. Although one may argue that games definitely take time, what has fans more confused is the fact that Rockstar's competitors have been able to release new games almost on par with GTA on a more frequent basis. Ubisoft's Watch Dogs was initially released in 2014, with subsequent releases in 2016 and 2020. Similarly, Square Enix's Just Cause 3 and 4 were released in 2015 and 2018. Both these games follow a similar open-world pattern to GTA and are often compared with GTA. Other AAA studios have also managed to remain consistent with their releases, like Activision with their Call of Duty series and From Software with their Souls games. Considering all of these factors, one can understand what the commotion is all about. Another reason why the next GTA has been delayed quite a bit is due to the presence of GTA Online. Back in the GTA's San Andreas days, there were many mod creators who would establish custom online servers, but with GTA 5 came the official online mode with many fun open-world activities. Racing, contract missions, skydiving, arm wrestling, and heists were just the tip of the iceberg. Online brought many modes to pull you out of the real world and into its realms. Moreover, they would establish regular updates, new game modes, festive themes like snow on Christmas, and money-making methods to keep one hooked. Alas, it got boring, as all things do, but that did not keep Rockstar from stopping. They kept serving up new content, making things more and more bizarre to the point of adding flying bikes, which some argue ruined the game. Perhaps it was their attempt at stalling time for GTA 6, but who truly knows? Next, the hidden gem, RDR2. Despite the situation, we should still cut Rockstar some slack. After GTA 5, they did release their critically acclaimed game Red Dead Redemption 2. Following the similar Rockstar pattern, it managed to outperform the previous Rockstar games and was revolutionary towards open-world games. With a progressive open world where many locations would change over time, many side quests, random encounters, and stunning visuals, it was truly a remarkable game. But perhaps what made it the most compelling was its beautifully written story. Rockstar most certainly outdid themselves with that game. Unfortunately, when talking about GTA 6's release date, people often forget the release of RDR2 and the time it must have taken them to develop the game in between. So in hindsight, it's only been 4 years thus far since Rockstar's last masterpiece. Now, we have the surprise. With all that being said, it almost feels as if GTA 6 is never going to get released, right? Well, fans can finally take a slight sigh of relief, knowing that Rockstar has finally lifted a tiny portion of the curtain on the next GTA game. This week in a press release, a Rockstar representative announced that active development for the next GTA is underway. They expressed that with every new project, their goal is to move beyond what was previously delivered. Any official future details would be shared on the Rockstar Newswire. They also tweeted the news, and it caught attention like wildfire, causing it to get even more likes, 556,000, than the Avengers Endgame trailer. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. After years of rumors and speculations, Rockstar has finally confirmed the development of the long-awaited title. What we know so far is that the initial version of GTA 6 could prove to be smaller than GTA 5, with post-release updates to establish a bigger game. Some suggest GTA 6 could be in a similar setting to GTA Vice City due to a sneaky screenshot of a UFO setting in the GTA Trilogy Masters. But we are yet to get proper details as of yet. Furthermore, last year Rockstar patented an NPC navigation system intended to simulate realistic traffic behavior. Sounds quite intriguing. The CEO of Take-Two, the company which owns publishing studio Rockstar Games, said that its labels have full authority over deciding the announcement of upcoming projects, but he did provide hope for more news to come. With that being said, we can finally put the question of whether GTA 6 will exist to bed. GTA 6 is underway, and we hope to receive more information late this year. It's definitely been a long time coming. Now, in other gaming news, Steam Deck reviews. In other news, a bunch of reviewers got their hands on Valve's portable PC gaming machine. It's taking a similar approach to the Nintendo Switch, and tech geeks have been eager to get their hands on it. Luckily, they won't have to wait too long, as its official release is later this month. Till then, we'll have to make do with the restricted reviews. We didn't get to see extensive detail of the hardware, but we were given a fairly good idea. Here's what we know. With Valve's aim of being able to run the latest AAA games, they came quite close. Linus Tech Tips and Gamers Nexus got to play around with the Steam Deck, and they showcased it handling Devil May Cry 5 like a champ, never dropping under 60 frames per second. It managed to handle the extreme lighting engine of Forza Horizon 5 with 60 frames per second, but did dip into the 30 frames per second while playing Control. But then again, Control on PS4 would at times dip to 10 frames per second, so perhaps we can let it off the hook this time. A major concern for portables is their battery timing. Valve has said that it can handle 2 to 8 hours of unplugged gameplay depending on the game. Upon being tested, it was never able to perform beyond 6 hours and 90 minutes with intense AAA games, with a recharge time of 3 hours. It's not much, but compared to some gaming laptops, it's quite reasonable. The reviewers continued to showcase many other features like hardware, ports, etc. For more details, you can check out their reviews. With only 3 weeks left and a $399 starting price, it's definitely a product worth looking forward to. Next, Jak and Daxter adaptation. It seems like directors love working on movie adaptations for iconic game titles. With the movie adaptation of Uncharted already on the way and set to release on February 18, 2022, fans are quite excited. But what's more exciting is the director of Uncharted, Ruben Fleischer, has confirmed the adaptation of another game, Jak and Daxter. He revealed it in an interview with Digital Trends while promoting Uncharted. He said he was working with PlayStation and believes it could be really cool to bring to life. The IP is by the same developers as Uncharted and The Last of Us, Naughty Dog. Although the series did not get another installment since 2009, the movie could be a good opportunity to bring the action platformer back into the game. Next up, Microsoft announces it won't remove Activision games from PlayStation. Ever since Microsoft announced to acquire Activision Blizzard for $68 billion, there's been a huge concern for PlayStation users about whether popular games like Call of Duty would remain available on the platform. They are competitors after all. However, in an official blog post by Microsoft about its open app store principles, they discussed the issue. They did point out that they could make titles available exclusively on the Xbox and cut off the PlayStation users, but they continued and talked about how the already existing games would not be taken off the platform, nor would they seize any future releases. Their exact wording was that they have committed to Sony about making Activision Blizzard games available on PlayStation, and that it's the right thing for the industry, users, and their business. That's a relief, right? It definitely seems like Microsoft is slowly creeping its hold onto all the major publishers in the gaming industry. From Minecraft and Mojang to acquiring Bethesda and Activision, who knows what they have in store next. That's a wrap for this video. When do you think GTA 6 will drop, and are you excited? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.